Why does seeing a crossed out price tag completely blind you to how much money you're actually spending? You walk into a store, you see a high price, heavily crossed out. Below it is a massive discount. Suddenly, you don't think about what the item is actually worth. You only think about how much you are saving. You feel a rush of excitement, a feeling that you are winning the game. But in reality, you are being played by a very simple cognitive glitch. Welcome to the Wealth Psychologist. Today, we are breaking down a powerful mental trap known as the anchoring bias. You see, your brain is incredibly lazy when it comes to calculating true value. It takes too much energy to figure out what something is genuinely worth. So, the brain takes a shortcut. It aggressively latches on to the very first number it sees. This first number becomes the anchor. Everything you see after that is judged relative to that anchor. Let's explore two common anchoring traps that are quietly draining your savings. Trap number 1, the fake discount trap. This is the oldest trick in retail. Sellers will artificially inflate the original price of an item. They make it unreasonably high. Then, they dramatically cross it out and show you the real price. Because your brain anchored to that first massive number, the new price feels like an absolute steal. You experience a spike in dopamine. You aren't even buying the item anymore. You are buying the feeling of a good deal. You completely forget to ask the most important question. Is this item actually worth a percentage of my life's energy? Trap number 2, the starting line trap. This happens during salary negotiations or when buying large assets. In any negotiation, whoever says the first number controls the entire reality. If an employer offers a very low starting number, your brain drops its anchor there. You negotiate up, you get a small bump, and you feel like a genius. But you are still vastly underpaid. Why? Because the anchor was set so low that any movement upward felt like a massive victory. You were fighting inside their anchor instead of setting your own. So, how do we protect our wealth from this? How do we break the anchor? You need to practice a mental framework called the zero anchor reset. The next time you are faced with a huge discount or a new price, you must physically look away from the number. Close your eyes if you have to. Imagine the item sitting alone in an empty white room. No price tags, no crossed out numbers, no comparisons. Ask yourself, from zero, what is this genuinely worth to me? Would I trade a full day of my hard work for this? Would I trade 10% of my weekly paycheck? By forcing your brain to define the value from zero, you completely shatter the artificial anchor. You stop chasing the dopamine of a fake deal, and you start making decisions based on reality. Your mind is constantly being targeted by numbers designed to manipulate you. But once you understand the psychology of money, you become immune. Subscribe to the Wealth Psychologist to keep upgrading your financial mindset, because true wealth always starts in the mind.